Welcome back. This is Nicardo Media House. Thanks for tuning in back again. The big Liga start again. English Premier League. It was the students versus the teacher. The teacher won the game 3-0. Vincent Company versus Pep Guardiola. Manchester City beat Burnley 3-0 in the opening fixtures of the English Premier League. This is the league that everyone watch around the world. But, this video is going to be the first video of Media House Fan Zone. Media's Fan Zone is all about, fans come on my channel and give their reaction and their team. And I'm going to have a special guest, he support Manchester City. And he's going to give me a quick rundown on what took place in the game earlier, But thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it, Stand by to see my guest. Yeah, welcome, this is the Media House Football Fan Zone. That thanks for tuning in. You're the first guest for come on the Media House Fan Zone segment. We really appreciate it. Small world, never know, come from the same community, Kingston 13. But yeah, man, give thanks, brother, for coming on for the Nicardo Media House Fan Zone. But first game at the English Premier League, the student versus the teacher, Pep Guardiola versus Vincent Company. But coming into this game, a lot of speculation on Manchester City. They start their preseason tournament or their friendlies games a little bit late because that backup season you guys had last season win the treble. So you guys need as much rest as possible. But it showed in the game today, and it was a very scrappy game. But what's your thought on the game? Watching that first half, Erling Haaland score in the first, third, or fourth minute in the game.
Alright, well, first of all, enough respect for you have me, is it, my G? Don't know, small world can come from the same place as I say. But as I can say, you say the tiredness show from Bayern game pre-season. You say you win a match sharp yet. It even showed today as you talk about today match. Because if you check the stats, Burnley get like a fair one chance in the first half.
Yeah.
Where, I think a missed pass by Rodri to Kyle Walker. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know. Just say you is a Vinicius that is our English Premier League type of Aung Min Son. We no problem.
Yeah.
More composure than this. You see, so you can see it. Erling Haaland goal. Well, all of last season in the just say remember him that in first touch goal. Him at the end of the match, 50 minutes and no touch the ball, first touch goal. So him come back that season with it. First touch goal. The second goal though on the other hand, him just like him knows for the goal there already.
Yeah. Striker instinct.
Because I just one touch.
Yeah. Striker.
But to me,
and go on, continue.
To me, the game basically, the game did slow down in the second half. You can see how the tiredness has show. We're not match sharp yet, so, but the next game our Newcastle.
Yeah.
Can't play against Newcastle.
Well, Isle Engine, they started their preseason really early because they know that they're going to have a long tournament. They're in the Champions League. They're going to play the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League. So, yeah, they started their preseason much earlier and they look more even sharper. They played in that tournament up here in America. But, what you think, when you saw Kevin De Bruyne went down, you think it was an hamstring injury because that was the same injury from the Champions League final in Istanbul.
To be honest, I feel like them rush KDB return. Them rush him return. Preseason, remember preseason Kevin De Bruyne in the part and none of the starting team,
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm say, oh Pep. No, to me, him rush him return. But more than that, seriously, I know I'm not tune in for really check for see if I had the hamstring injury. But you see like him say to one of the physio say, alright man, he might walk it up, but like, he might feel like him just feel something. But me just there hope another said hamstring injury because the Thibaut Courtois out months. Wesley Fofana can't manage it right now down at City.
Yeah, you saw Eva Buendia for Aston Villa went down to.
That and them are pushing off his annuals. Be injuries.
Yeah, but you know, that was one of the last place, you know, Pep Guardiola would like to have an injury in the central midfield area, that more like a creative player. You know, you only have like Mateo Kovacic and Calvin Phillips, who don't even play 90 minutes in the whole Premier League last season. You know, you only have those guys as first team players that who really genuinely play in that position. You know, I mean, Bernardo Silva can fill a gap. You know, Phil Foden can fill a gap there. You know, but generally you're going to miss Kevin De Bruyne. You know, hope you know it's not a long injury where it's going to affect the team. You know, we like to see the best player played in the game. You know, we don't really like to see when player injured, but as I said, you know, hope it's not a long term injury. You know, you really think that Pep Guardiola need to get one or two more signings in for that midfield, because you guys really short in that era.
Paqueta, definitely.
Paqueta, yeah.
They need
You
to
guys
push
can,
more for the Paqueta deal.
yeah, Paqueta. Yeah, Paqueta would be. I mean, if I'm not a City fan, but we're just talking on football generally. You know, if City can get that deal over the line, it would really mean a lot to the team. It will strengthen the team, because Paqueta is a not a world class, but he's somewhere right there, can be a world class. You know, under the guidance of Pep Guardiola. You know, as I said before, he knew how to get the best out of players, and he got that out of Sterling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely could work. But
John Stones.
I mean, John Stone's going to play there. John Stone's, you know, going to come back. He also rest. I think he rest. I think it was.
Ruben Diaz leaving up on the bench today.
You know, Ruben Diaz. You know, yes, that's the name I was looking for. You know, but yeah, you know, it was really, it wasn't City standard, as you know. City under Pep Guardiola for the last couple of years,
True.
they don't really start the season well. You know, they always start the season a little scrappy, but in the end of it, when it really means more, that's when City came up, you know, in the past, and go on a marathon run and win titles. You know, that's the best of City. But you know, City going to get better. You know, but you know, Skinny, you know, it's just a quick match reaction. You know, yo, thanks for passing through, brother. Respect, you know, people. You're going to see Skinny come on the channel more. You know, he's going to represent Manchester City and the fan zone. You know, even I'm going to invite him now and then on the podcast. You know, we'll have a Prem podcast. Look out for that video on Monday, you know. But, brother, bless up. You know, heart of love.
In the city life, I'm feeling so alive. Drifting around the corner, got them shades on my eyes. It's a pretty little thing by my side that's flawless. Why you niggas still chasing road?